Hey guys, I'm Jackie, your reluctant housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess in and out of the kitchen. Today, in honor of All Baking February, we're making berry Pop-Tarts. So, I've always wanted to make Pop-Tarts. I have not yet. Today will be my first time, and yours, probably. I just thought it'd be so cute to try something that's like totally different, not a cookie, not something chocolate, and I thought how cute. We could have a little Pop-Tart, like a throwback to our childhoods. So, let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is I just put 1.5 tablespoons of just regular room temperature water in a bowl. Then we're gonna combine our cornstarch. So, if you've never used cornstarch before, it's really kind of great. It thickens things to make jellies or jams or fillings, which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch into our water. And for this, I really do think measuring is very important. Like, you do not want to skimp on the measuring or just kind of like wing it. I mean, vanilla, sure, you can wing it. Salt, you can wing that too. But cornstarch and other baking items, I'd just rather have you do exactly what I'm telling you to do. So just keep mixing. And shortly it will get to a nice milky consistency, and I will show you what that looks like. It's actually perfect. It's ready to go. Looks like, you can see that? All right, looks like milk. Great, so set that aside. Next, we're going to put almost an entire bag, about 12 ounces of mixed berry or cherry or strawberry or raspberry, whatever floats your boat, into a saucepan. I put our sauce on a medium heat because we do want to start melting our frozen fruit. Perfect. 1/2 cup granulated sugar. Done. Take 1/2 of a lemon and you're going to squeeze that into your sauce. Lemons are amazing. Lemons go ahead and spike up all the flavors of your berries. They're just kind of a natural spiker. They're fantastic in any kind of fruit. I once made a strawberry pie and I added lime zest and lime juice to it, and people went crazy. Like, literally went crazy. They're like, "This is the best thing I've ever had. What did you do to it?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. You know, just it's my secret." So that's my secret. So this is starting to melt pretty quickly, which is great. That's what we're looking for. Let's add our vanilla. We're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's pretty much what I had left. And an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, which is about that much. Great. And it's already starting to smell really yummy. So what we're going to do is just melt this down. So I was one of those kids who actually didn't really like sweets growing up. I'm still very particular about the sweets that I like. I really had a thing for those hand pies, those like disgustingly artificial hand pies, and they would always give me a stomachache afterwards, but I would still eat them because I was like, maybe this time. Anyway, it just goes to show you that you live and learn, and then you make your own. Alright, so here's a nice view of our berries. They're looking beautiful. They definitely kind of defrosted enough where I feel like I can add our cornstarch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, our milky cornstarch. So now I'm going to stir this around. I'm going to bring this to a boil. Now, if you are pressed for time, you can always bring this to a boil. Put this in a bowl that you have set in the freezer, so it's a very cold bowl. And then you're going to stick this in that cold bowl and then put it back in the freezer. It'll freeze it down, well, not freeze it, it'll cool it down quickly, and you can start filling much faster. Otherwise, it takes about a good hour to like really cool down. So whatever floats your boat, kids, whatever time frame you're on. Also, fun fact, I did that exact thing when I was in Cupcake Wars. Oh my gosh, it's coming together so perfectly. This is really easy. I know it seems like, ooh, Pop-Tarts, like, ooh, that seems difficult or complicated or hard, but really, not so much. It's also how you make jam. Okay, so Our amazing filling is nice and cool. It's just sitting here being awesome. This is truly how you make jam. Put it to the side. I have some pie dough that is already made. I'm not making pie dough again. It was difficult, I'm not doing it. I've let it thaw a little bit so it's room temperature, and I've spread it out. I've decided that I'm gonna make little mini hand pies, not the big Pop-Tarts, but like mini ones. So I'm just gonna cut squares just like this. I'm going to take my first little square and I'm going to just put a tiny, tiny bit of filling in the middle. Make sure you don't put too much because then it's going to be a big old mess and it's going to fall out everywhere. It's not going to be cute. Then, I've made a little egg wash, which is basically just taking an egg and whisking it. We're going to put the egg wash on the sides of our, just put it all over the thing. That's fine. Put it all over your square. And then I'm going to take that square and I'm going to put that on top, egg side down. Then, where's my fork? Where'd my fork go? Wait, I have one. Then I'm going to press down. And this is why you don't want to put too much filling, because it's already coming out. I'm going to press down the sides and crimp them. Okay, so I'm going to show you my little pie. Slide it off the parchment paper. I'm going to clean it up. But it's really cute. It's tiny, it's adorable, it's gonna be super, super delicious. I'm excited. Let's do a few more of those. Okay, so I've made my Frankenstein Pop-Tarts, as you can see. I also made a little mini pie because I had extra dough and I just thought, yeah, okay, why not? I would very strongly recommend using puff pastry. Much easier, just do it. It's great. Just use puff pastry. But these are adorable. I'm going to put these in the fridge for 25 minutes. You can put them in the fridge for 25 minutes up to a day, but 25 minutes is fine. And then I'm going to eat some lunch, and then I'm going to bake these. Oh my goodness, this looks so cute. I love it. Oh, they're so little and puffy, and I hope they taste good. So let's find out. They are little pies. They're really good. Surprisingly, this is really good. I would definitely make sure your pie crust is thinner than this. I think mine's a little too thick, but it's very flaky and pie crusty and sweet, and the raspberry and blueberry and boysenberry, so cute for Valentine's. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm Jackie, your reluctant housewife, empowering you to find your inner domestic goddess in and out of the kitchen. Check me out at yourreluctanthousewife.com on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, all of the social medias under Your Reluctant Housewife, or sometimes just Reluctant Housewife. Say hi, leave a message, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys.